Guys, you see that open field behind me? Wait till I share with you what is being built over there. The residents in this neighborhood are going absolutely crazy over it. All right, I'm gonna give you an inside look at the newest model home in the community. And honestly, it's not even the most exciting part of this video and what I'm going to share with you. You're about to see why people are moving here in droves and why so many of our clients that look in different areas end up in this specific community. All right, so the first thing to understand when you're landing Easton Park is that there are several different home styles and several different builders. So this is what we call model row, where most of the builders have their model homes. I'm gonna take you to a different one that's not on this model row because it's the newest one they have. So you've got a combination of single family homes and then courtyard and urban style homes. And as you can probably imagine, they land you at all different price points. Now there's several sections throughout the neighborhood and most of them are already sold out. They're built. You're only gonna find resale on those. So in this video, I'm gonna focus on the new construction ones, especially because we've had so many clients that have landed in this neighborhood that have taken advantage of the huge incentives that builders are offering right now. And it's hard to argue buying resale over new construction because of those incentives. Now here's some important information you need to know. So you see Brookfield Residential is right over here. So Brookfield, the company Brookfield is the developer of Easton Park. So pretty much what they have control over is which builders get the different lots and different sections throughout the neighborhood. So you're not gonna find every builder in every single section. Now, if you're looking to land in this neighborhood, you can expect to be in around the $400,000 to $800,000 price point. Now, you might be able to get a couple of options here and there just under $400,000, and there are homes that go up into the 900s, but getting in that ballpark is definitely, for being this convenient to downtown, which we'll get into all of that, and what's surrounding this, that price point is very attractive and one of the reasons why so many people are landing in this neighborhood. Now, there are so many things to know in this neighborhood, about the neighborhood, that might make or break your decision to move here. I'm giving it to you all today. All the reasons why you should move here, consider it, and even those reasons why this neighborhood and certain builders might not be for you. So let's go over to the newest model home right now to check that out, and lots to come, lots to break down to get into in Easton Park. Don't want to miss it. Quickly, one thing I wanted to point out to you, I mentioned those urban style homes. So this is a perfect example. We were walking by it, I could not show you because the model home I'm going to show you is single family. And as you can see, there's garages back there. So these are going to be like walk-up entry into the front door, no driveway, no garage in the front, and then alley access in the back. So it is super important to understand the price points and the different builders who offer the courtyard style homes, the urban style homes, and the single family homes, because that could change your entire search. Great reason to reach out. So let's go check out the single family home, the newest model home in the community. Okay, so we're in the Roden floor plan, Highland Homes, and we're starting upstairs for a reason. And I'll tell you that in just a second, but the floor plan is just over 2,700 square feet. Now there's a couple bedrooms downstairs, but upstairs is where, this is one of the exciting parts of the house. It's not the most exciting part of the house. That's still to come in just a little bit when we go downstairs. But when you walk up, you have this beautiful game room. Now, if you are moving here, it's not mandatory, obviously. It's highly likely. A lot of people are moving here with kids or maybe plans to have kids. That's just the kind of neighborhood it is. And if that is the case, I'm going to show you why not only this builder, but this community might be the one for you. So you got this game room, right? When you walk upstairs, I'm not always personally the biggest fan of when it overhangs into the living room because noise travels, that could be an issue. However, problem could be solved. Come over here. Also upstairs, you've got a closed off media room, like closed off, no windows in here. So it gets super dark. You say they've got a massive TV over here. You could put a projector in here, close these doors. So if your kids have friends over, or you're an adult, you want to watch the game, you don't want any distractions, close those doors, and you're up here in a nice dark room. So perfect setup for that as well. Now there's 2 bedrooms up here. Bedrooms, one thing that I have found, that a lot of my clients have found with Highland Homes, is that the bedrooms are a little bit on the smaller end. So even if you compare the square footage to some of the other builders, they're on the smaller end, but it's kind of this give and take. Like, do you want more common space or do you want more bedroom space? And a lot of people go for the common space. So there's one bedroom over here. It has its own ensuite bathroom in it. So again, I told you the house isn't even the highlight of this entire video, so I'm gonna just show you quickly what you can expect, but I did want to point out what I'm talking about in here. So in this room, there's a crib, a dresser, and you see it's a little tight. there's not a ton of room in here. Now you could fit a twin or maybe a full-size bed. Anything bigger than that is pushing it. This one has a bathroom right out here, but told you, if you have kids and you're moving to this neighborhood, not only is the house important, let's go check out the reason why people move here. Let's go take a look. All right, you saw the great setup in that house upstairs. Lots to come with the house, but even more to come with this community, and we have to start with the amenities. Now, again, Easton Park's a 2,700 acre master plan community. It is enormous. They've built so much around here, but if you're gonna move here with kids, they might love you a little bit more after you move in, and this spot where I'm at is one of those reasons. So this is Skyline Park. Now, this park is 21 acres. It's the biggest green space in Easton Park, and I wanna show you the reason it's called Skyline. Probably can't see with me in the frame, but you have a beautiful view of downtown Austin right there in the distance. Again, it's a little bit out there. That's not the highlight of this park. So right behind me, they've got a splash pad. You see a couple kids playing out there. I'm gonna be respectful and keep them out of the video, but beautiful covered, shaded splash pad. That's the key in Texas. You want shaded areas, but if your kids are a little adventurous, they want more than a splash pad, they've got a zip line right here. So come check this out. This kind of reminds me of in Round Rock, there's the Play for All Abilities Park. Now that is one of the most insane parks. If you haven't been, you have to check that out. This is kind of like a condensed version of that. It's got a few of the features. So zip line, great feature. Kids love going nuts on this. And then come over here, check out this slide. Again, this isn't your like normal pocket playground with small slides and swings, while there are swings over there, but check out that slide. That is, if I was a kid, I mean, as an adult, I kind of want to climb up there and go down that thing. All right, I'm sorry guys, I could not resist. I climbed up here to the top of this slide and you're coming down with me. Let's see it. Oh, oh boy. A little big for this thing. Oh, oh wow. That was a highway up there. 10 out of 10 recommend. But on the weekends after school, this place gets packed. Great place to meet your neighbors if that's something you're looking to do, but you want more. Maybe just having a playground doesn't excite you. While there are different playgrounds all throughout the neighborhood, the highlight of Easton Park has got to be the amenity center. So let's go check that out. I think you are going to be blown away by it. Okay, so if that Skyline Park didn't do it for you, maybe the splash pad wasn't enough water, especially when it's so hot like it is today in September, October timeframe is still pretty hot in Austin. The Union, the amenity center, is hands down one of the top amenity centers you'll find out there all across Austin. So check out this resort style pool. This thing is absolutely beautiful. Now, again, it will get busy on the weekends, summer especially, but not only is the pool kind of giving you that resort feel and feel state of the art, but just check out the building, the architecture in general. The glass look, the modern look is absolutely beautiful. So over here on this side is a state-of-the-art fitness center, and they have classes and stuff all the time. So fitness center on this side. Over here, they kind of have like a lounge, I would say maybe like a co-working type space where you go in there at any given time and there's people sitting there working. Maybe they've got their laptop set up, they're thinking, they're writing, they've got little pods, areas for you to do all that stuff. But not only is it that they have this space for you, they utilize it so well. So one of the big things in the community is events, community events, food truck nights, just getting people together, concerts, great ways to meet people. Again, if you're not meeting them at the parks around the neighborhood, the big events in Easton Park are one of the things they're known for. So checking that out is a must. And again, a reason why people come to this neighborhood. And right next door, I'm going to show you something that if you're a dog lover, you're going to love that. Let's jump over there. And then we're going to get back into the house to show you some of the other great features in that specific model. That's right on the other side of the Union Amenity Center. We've got the dog park. Now it's split up into small dogs and larger dogs, but another great place to meet your neighbors. If you've got pets, not only the dog parks in the neighborhood are a great place to go, but there's trails, miles and miles. I think it's over 13 miles of trails in the neighborhood alone. Now, on the other side of the dog park, across that street over there, there's something pretty special that I'm going to show you. So stay tuned for that. Let's jump back into the house, and then I'm taking you right over there, which is probably gonna be my favorite part of the video if you know me. All right, one thing I forgot to mention is that the HOA fee is very reasonable. It's only 71 bucks a month. Now, obviously, as years change, as budgets change, that can increase or decrease technically, but when you look at all the amenities and like having a gym, not having to get a gym membership, it is super reasonable. So now that that's out of the way, let's head back over to the model home, show you some of the best features. I told you guys, that was insane. Again, people move here specifically for that. You can wear your kids out in all ways, go in there. And even if you're an adult, you don't have any kids, you'd have fun at all those things I just showed you. So we're back in that model home. I wanted to show you a couple of exciting rooms. This is the primary bedroom. Now, one really cool thing, whenever you're building with Highland or if you're buying an inventory home, it's pretty common that they add this extended master, the extended primary bedroom that bumps it out a little bit and gives it even more space. As you can see, king bed in here with a ton of space on either side for the nightstands. And I want to take you straight into, again, when people look at houses, we want to know primary bedroom and bathroom. We want to know kitchen, that's coming up. And again, if you had kids, I showed you what upstairs looks like. A couple really cool features in here. Highland does this a lot. They do the separate tub and shower. Again, if you're building from scratch, you can make all those selections, but when they spec these homes out, these inventory homes, a lot of them have this standard where it's just two separate. Frameless shower door is, to me, pretty much a must, but even more than that, the mud set shower where you step down and it's all tile. It's not fiberglass shower pan. So pretty good size primary closet, but when we're talking about where you're gonna spend the most time, again, I wanna give you kind of a quick look. I highly recommend, if you are looking in this neighborhood or any neighborhood in Austin, there's a lot of different builders in here. They all have different perks, different price points, different reasons why they're those different price points. Use us as a resource. Grossman Group, we have helped clients all over Austin with resale, with new construction, and our clients always lean on us to be honest with them and give them the pros and cons. And we talk our clients out of houses a lot out of working with specific builders a lot because we've seen what it's like, with what some of the experiences are like. So just keep that in mind. All of our contact info is in the description and at the bottom of the screen. Always just reach out, lean on us as a resource. So this is one of the, to me, again, one of the most exciting parts of this floor plan. Remember, it's 2,700 square feet. It's not huge by any means, but I love when a builder will do this waterfall island. Again, if you buy a spec home, it might not have this in it, but if you're building from scratch, it could be a really nice touch that you add. But they also go all the way up to the ceiling with the cabinets. Another huge plus, maximize the amount of storage. One tough thing in this house, again, I'll show you the pros, I'll show you the cons. The pantry leaves a little bit to be desired. So it's not huge. I don't have it at my house right now, which is why I'm saying I like it and I want it. A walk-in pantry where, you know, you go on those Costco runs and you have places to put things. They're not coming out, but luckily you've got a ton of cabinetry over here. Again, it's a gas community, so you have the gas burner over here. And remember, I told you, the community, things around the community, that's what's the highlight of this video. I wanted to give you a little bit of an idea. When you look at the design features, a lot of builders are doing this now, kind of these neutral tones, some of the earthy wood tones. You're seeing that instead of just all white and black. So definitely pick up on that. Those design trends are usually staying ahead of those. But let's say you don't want to spend a ton of time in your kitchen. Let's say you don't want to cook. You don't want the air fryer. You don't want all of the gadgets. Well, I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised when you see all the options there are. So let me take you over to another highlight of Easton Park, the food scene. Okay, so you saw the kitchen. Again, I love to cook at home, but even more than cooking, I love eating at restaurants, finding new restaurants, hidden gems in Austin. And one amazing part about Easton Park is that it's filled with them. Now, again, you can come here any given night and find some of the best food you've had all around. Now, we came right across from the dog park that I showed you a little bit earlier is the food truck park. And it's right, again, in the neighborhood basically. And I'm talking, you've got pizza over there, tacos, desserts, arepas, Thai food, literally like whatever type of cuisine you want, you can come here and find it and it will be delicious. Also, another cool little feature, check out the little tree house up there. So a great place to come with kids. Again, I feel like all these videos I've been doing lately it's so hot out still, where it might not be as enjoyable right now, but you see some nice shade here. In a month, next couple months, this place is going to be super enjoyable and one of the greatest perks about living in Easton Park. Now, I will tell you, this has been one of the objections from people that have looked at Easton Park and don't want to move here. They don't love the drive out here. When you come on William Cannon from I-35, it's not the prettiest drive. I'll tell you that, and it feels like it's a little bit removed. And just up until a couple of years ago, there was really no retail. So a couple of these food trucks did exist, but there wasn't any shopping, there weren't any convenience stores, there was nothing. So not only do we have some of that now here in Easton Park, there's a CVS, there's a McDonald's. I don't get excited about either of those, but they put a Chiba Hut, there's a car wash. You see places are starting to plant, retail starting to come in the neighborhood. And one of the best announcements of all is coming. I hinted at it at the beginning of the video. So let's go check out what's got all the residents going crazy in Easton Park. Now that you've seen all the different places to eat, which some of those places look so delicious, living your everyday life, grocery shopping, that's been a big pain point for residents here. And the main H-E-B in the neighborhood or near the neighborhood is at I-35 and William Cannon. Well, that is all about to change. So I showed you at the beginning of the video, the field that is right behind me, big open field at the corner of McKinney Falls and William Cannon. Well, H-E-B announced that they are putting a new store right there. Now, H-E-B usually does build things pretty quickly. This one's probably going to be delivered. It's scheduled for delivery in 2027. So we're nearing toward the end of 2025 right now. So they'll build this thing next year. And in 2027, you live in Easton Park, you're going to have a grocery store that's probably going to be amazing right here in your backyard. Huge news. And one reason that a lot of people are deciding now's the best time to get into the neighborhood. So as you can see from a lifestyle standpoint, this neighborhood is putting it all together. You can see there's construction right behind me. That's gonna be a Chick-fil-A, guys, which of course, me coming from the South, coming from Georgia, one of the best fast food restaurants out there. So you've got your shopping, you've got your food, entertainment, all of that good stuff. But if you're an outdoorsy person, I think you're gonna like what I have to share with you next. Okay, so we know we're in Texas. We have good weather pretty much year round, aside from a few days here and there, but we know people want to be outside. They want to spend time outdoors. Well, I want to show you the covered patio. This is the extended covered patio in this model home, but I highly recommend if you are moving here and you are not from Texas, pay a little bit extra to get a covered patio. If you don't have it, you're going to wish you did. So there's a little tidbit. It's always worth that structural upgrade when it comes to having some shade, but also being able to spend time outdoors. If you screen it in, even better, because the mosquitoes can get really bad. But we talked about being outdoors, things to do. You've seen in the neighborhood what there is to do, but there's a couple things that you need to know, especially if you have kids. We're going to start with the schools. Well, in the neighborhood is Newton Collins Elementary. Here's kind of the good and bad, give and take when it comes to Easton Park. So it's zoned to Del Valley ISD, which overall is not known as a very highly rated school district. A lot of the schools in this district are rated 2, 3 out of 10. Well, Newton Collins, especially because of the influx in people moving here and sending their kids to that school, you see it's a 7 out of 10. So it's leaps and bounds above where the other schools in Del Valley are. Now, you start to think, is that going to happen to other schools that it feeds into, to the middle school and to the high school, to Ojeda, to Del Valley High School? We'll have to see. But if you are specifically looking for a neighborhood that has highly rated schools all over the place, Easton Park might not be for you. People that I talk to, clients that live here, talking to the sales reps, people love this elementary school. They have a Spanish immersion program. There's a lot of cool features about it. So anyway, I know that they are determined to change the script when it comes to Del Valley schools and the ratings over there. So yeah, I wanted to kind of give you the real deal when it comes to schools in Easton Park. Now, right down the street, this is one of my favorite things. I love taking my girls here. Right down the street on McKinney Falls Parkway is McKinney Falls State Park. Now, they've got hiking, you could do camping. A lot of times your kids, if they go to school around here, they'll go on a field trip. I took, when I used to be a teacher, we took our class to McKinney Falls State Park. Lots of history there too, and lots of cool when it comes to the geography of the land. There's water there. Again, I don't know if I would go swimming and all that, although there are certain times when it's flowing that it's probably safe to swim in, but it's not just around the neighborhood. You're 20 minutes from downtown Austin. And again, McKinney Falls, proximity to downtown Austin, if you want to go to Lady Bird Lake and all of that, a couple reasons that make Easton Park really that the full picture, full Monty, that check every box. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here because my mind, I seriously get overwhelmed when I think of this neighborhood and think of all the boxes it checks for people and why it might check all of your boxes as well. So there you have it, Easton Park, one of the top master plan communities in all of Austin, Texas. Here's the question, is it right for you? We'd love to hear in the comments or reach out to us, let us know. If you want more information on this neighborhood, deeper dive into the amenities, the houses available, the styles of home, the builders you should or shouldn't go with, reach out to the team. That's what we're here for. Hope this video is helpful. We'll catch you on the next one.